They inhabit primarily the desert north of the peninsula of Arabia. As to Sisera and Jabin, Sisera was the captain of the host of Jabin, the Canaanite king who reigned in Hazor, routed by Barak at the plain of Esdraelon, killed by Jael. It's all in Judges. He's making references from Judges 4 and 5 here. Make their nobles like Oreb and Zeb, and yea, like the princesses. These are the nobles, the king, the prince generals, and so forth. The prince generals were Oreb and Zeb. Zeba and Zalmunna were their kings. But those four represented the people that God went to war against on their behalf. He said, let us make to ourselves the houses of God in possession. They were defeated by Gideon. Then Ephraim intercepted the Midianites and slew with a great slaughter and so forth. And the psalmist goes on, O God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. See, the Lord's name is the issue here, strangely. The psalmist continues, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the most high over all the earth. The psalmist is asking God to establish his name over these losers. That whose name alone is Jehovah. That's in contrast to Al-Ilah, or Allah, the moon god. Apparently, the only way the world is going to know that God is for him to move in judgment. That's what the psalmist is presuming here. Well, we also discover when Jesus comes back, I won't get into the details here, but you should have perspective. In Ezekiel 25 through 32, it lists 7 nations. Edom's right in the middle of these, and it's the worst of the bunch, by the way. But they are all Islamic. Why are there 7? For completeness, I guess. Interesting. At the present time, Israel is surrounded by immediate neighbors committed to wiping them off the map. That describes us today, doesn't it? Pick up any paper any day. And by the way, it's misleading to represent them as Arabs. That's just a vestige of a totally ignorant, uninformed press corps. They're not Arabs, they're Muslims. There are a number of the Muslims that are offended by being called Arabs. The Persians, for example, and others.